figure it out. I mean, where you gonna go? Where you gonna go after you heard this truth?
I've got a question. I don't think you know. If you leave this truth, where can you go? 'Cause there ain't nothing out there. Oh, there ain't nothing out there. Oh no. See, you can't run, but you can hide. 'Cause what you're looking for, you'll never find. 'Cause there ain't nothing out there. Oh no. There ain't nothing out there. Oh no. You can love all day, all night. Yes, you can. Around the world 3 times just to find. There ain't nothing out there. Nothing out there for you. Oh no. So what you gonna do? Ain't nothing out there for you. Oh, ain't it funny how things work out? I never thought I'd be here, 'cause I was so caught out. But there ain't nothing out there. Oh yeah, there ain't nothing out there. Oh no. I remember like it was yesterday. You couldn't tell me nothing, living in a kind of way. But there ain't nothing out there. There ain't nothing out there. Oh no. You can look all day, all night. Travel around the world 3 times, but there ain't nothing out there. So there ain't nothing out there, yeah. Whoa, when I think about it, the life I used to live, and all the things I did, I didn't care about nobody. I was too busy thinking about me. It's a miracle that it let me live. Don't you know I tried? Nothing seems to work. And money, cars, clothes, and jewels. Listen, y'all, there ain't nothing out there that you need, yeah. Oh, you got the Most High and His Son, and that's all you need. You can look all day, all night, but you'll never find anything that will suffice. Oh no. Ain't nothing out there for you. So what you gonna do? Ain't nothing out there for you. Oh no.
Come on, y'all. Rock with me. Israel, be strong. Don't lose what you got. It's too close to quit now. Just hold on. Ain't nothing out there.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, Zion.
Hope everybody had a good Shabbat. Ours was good. We got a lot of rest today. You know, I ain't even gonna lie. We kind of like slept a day away. Huh?
A good percentage of it.
Yeah. But y'all know the wifey, she wasn't here last week. Get her, y'all.
Man, y'all just don't know. So I had family come to town for some wickedness, just to keep it real. It was a few people' birthday and they were celebrating.
Shalom, Linzel.
Shalom, Linzel. I'm happy to be back, y'all. But yeah, I wanted to apologize. Where the camera at? Let me make sure I look into it. I want to apologize. I wanted to apologize, y'all. For one, I missed y'all. I tried to be here and I tried to be in the chat, but I was with my cousins, so I couldn't really focus. But I was in the chat. But I just wanted to apologize because I felt so bad last weekend. Like, nobody in my family's in the truth. This is my only family besides my children. So my family don't understand coming in town on the weekend is not ideal. And I'm sure everybody has had family guests from out of town or whatever, and it's just not been the most ideal or the most convenient, right? They come at a time where you got other stuff going on. So that was basically what happened last week. My cousins came for a party. I, of course, did not attend the party, which was Friday. But before they left, and they made like an 8-hour drive. So I'm like, I'm going to go see them. So, and me and my cousins are pretty close. There's a lot of us. So Saturday, after the Shabbat, I linked up with them and we just sat around playing Uno and drinking stuff like that. So that's why I wasn't here Saturday night because I was with my cousins. So it was good to see them. Hadn't seen my cousins in a year or two. So that's where I was. I was hanging with my cousins, but I didn't like how I felt. I was telling him about it like just not that I like broke the Sabbath, and I know we have grace and all that stuff, but I just didn't like how usually we are so chill. We don't do nothing. We live a very, I don't want to use the B word, but
Boring.
our life, we're simple people. So it was just busy, it was chaotic. I had to get a hotel room before the Sabbath for some of my younger cousins. Like the boys had a sleepover and I was the chaperone. So it was just that kind of stuff. Just trying to accommodate family, but I don't ever want to even feel like I compromised or put my family. All I can think about is that scripture in the New Testament. They be like, if you love father or mother more than me, you're not worthy to be my disciple. Like, and I was just thinking about that, like, you know, and I did tell my cousin, like, ain't finna be no cooking and none of that. Like, we gon' oh shoot. One second. I'm sorry, y'all. 1 second.
Well, while she take this call right here,
My bad.
yeah, she had somebody on the phone, but while she take this call, I mean, it's a lot been going on. I know y'all been paying attention or whatnot. Man, oh man. I mean, let's get into this video because, like this woman here said on this video, like it's not being talked about enough about what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? On all angles or whatnot. You know, you got stuff over here, you got stuff over here, back there. Every goddamn way right now. Right? But it's like our people don't want to talk about what's going on. You know, they talking about the FBI giving warnings about a cyber attack from China. You know, also the stuff that's going on over in the Middle East as far as them soldiers getting killed. And then the United States retaliating. And it's just like, man, is we close or what? Is it safe to say we close? I know we've been saying it for a long time, but god damn. This is like, man. But let's go on.
Okay.
You on the phone?
Yeah, I made a mistake and had my phone unmuted.
Who you call? Or who called you?
No, I was on Discord. I'm sorry, my brother is doing a thing and I was trying to just be there, you know, and just cut the volume down, but I had it unmuted instead of muted. He the technology person. Sorry, y'all.
You doing too much.
My brother is doing a thing and I was trying to be there but not be there. So I just joined it and put it to the side. I didn't realize he could hear everything and his viewers. They heard.
Wow.
It was 10 people.
Really?
Mona D, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
But I didn't say anything bad. And furthermore, they just didn't understand. They didn't know what I was talking about. So I just told them I was
Of course.
I was live on our channel trying to apologize and explain for my absence. But long story short, I just don't even want to feel the way I felt last week. I don't even want that feeling. I didn't like the way I felt. And I pressed mute now. It's muted.
It's muted.
It ain't
You
even.
sure?
It's over there
So,
somewhere.
okay. All our business and shit. But but what I was talking about as far as all the stuff that's going on, how people is not even really, you know, like talking about this stuff. it's correlating to the video I'm about to show now. She was like, enough people ain't even talking about this shit. As far as with Iran, as far as China, hacking stuff.
Because if Channel 247 ain't telling you to worry about it or be concerned with it, most of our people are not going to be.
But we in a age of, you know what I'm saying? You got the internet. The internet it's like the internet is taking over everything. That's
Facts.
one of the reasons. That's like one of the reasons why a lot of people is not enlisting into the, they Navy and all that stuff.
They not what?
Enlisting.
Oh, enlisted into the military.
Right, because they looking at these
Good for 'em.
TikTok videos.
I'm glad they waking
and
up.
we gonna touch on you know what I'm saying, some
Okay.
of the stuff as far as things that didn't happen to people who didn't been in the army and then served and all that, and how they get treated, and
My brother had a wake up call. He did 6 years. My dad did some time, even though he won't speak negative of it.
yeah,
My
but
brother will.
minus them in a wartime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Minus them going, they ain't have to, deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's people who deal with that. Some people done lost their lives. These three people, these three
Oh, that's what we talking about.
Israelites.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
we just, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be, touching a lot of stuff on this
Wasn't
live.
your grandfather in the service?
Yeah, he was.
Remember, he
He
went
got-
off on me for asking a question.
Yeah,
about
he got shot up by the
Didn't he have an
Koreans.
injury?
By the Koreans. He
Finger?
had lost one of his fingers.
Okay, yeah.
By the Korean War. He was in the Korean War or whatnot. I just lost my train of thought. But
You was talking about people being in the military, not
Right.
wanting to enlist.
right, exactly right. So you got the internet, so people are seeing more stuff. People are seeing, the stuff America's doing, over in the Middle East, so-called Middle East, doing over there, doing to all these other countries. You know what I'm saying? What was the purpose of these three soldiers dying? What was the purpose? What did they die for? Why?
What did we hear? We heard that there was a drone. What did they say? There was a drone supposed to be coming.
Yeah, it was a drone.
And
It was a
some-
they thought it was a U.S.
Right.
drone coming or whatnot. That's what the U.S. thought. So they put down they defense
system.
mechanism or whatever
To receive the drone.
to receive the drone,
only for
and
it
it
to
was
be enemy.
right.
The ops.
It was the ops drone, right? But getting back to what they lose their life for, why is America over there? Let's talk about that.
America is over there for
Iraq, Iraq and Jordan, Syria.
greed, control, intimidation, things like that. The soldiers are over there, a lot of them, some for love of country and some for money, to try to lock in a future for themselves. A lot of our brothers and sisters go over there because your mama say you got to get out at 17. Where you gonna go? You don't know what you gonna do. You ain't got nowhere to go. As soon as you graduate, you got to get the hell out.
You're right about that.
So a
You're
lot
right
of people,
about
I'm
that.
telling you, that's what happened with my brother. And I was just watching a video about this, a TikTok. You got to get out. Where you gonna go? You barely got out of high school. You don't want to go to college. You don't want. Most of us was tired after high school. Am I right? We didn't want to go to college. It was hard to find jobs. Now I don't think it's as hard, but I guess that depends on where you at. And people, to me, it's centered around money. You need some money. You trying to lock in your future, and you feel like you can go do 6 years or maybe even 20 and retire, and have some kind of good life. But then you get over there, and you realize that ain't what it is. I'll never forget. We watched a video, and they were showing the immunization process for the soldiers, and it broke my heart. It was a black girl. And it was time for her to get her shots, but she did not want. Mind you, you there, you they property, and she ain't want to get them shots, and she was crying. And the white man who was in charge was like, "Go!" And other soldiers just started coming up and just injected her, and she, and I felt so bad for her. I don't know if you remember that video, but that's just some of the reasons I think why America is there to try to hold on.
Well, I got scriptures to say what it is.
Okay.
And this is Obadiah, verse 5. And it reads, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? Would America went, around the world and stole till they had enough? No, they still ain't got enough.
They are
I
greedy.
understand. I understand, but I want to,
No, you go
emphasize
ahead. I
on
can't
these.
find I thought I brought my Bible over here.
No. But it says, would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grapes gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? They ain't leaving nothing. They want everything.
Including your identity.
Right, exactly. God damn it, they stole us. Right?
Hey, I was just in this forum and they was talking about, y'all remember the TV show Living Single? You remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
Okay, and you remember the TV show Friends, even if you didn't watch Friends.
Right.
I read this about a year ago. I never knew this, and I watched both. Like my mom watched Friends, so I grew up watching Friends. I actually like Friends. And y'all know the producer stole everything from Living Single to make Friends. And I was looking at a forum about it today, and people was talking about it, and they was like, it wouldn't be America if they didn't steal everything. Like, y'all know the challenge they doing now? Of course this is America. Of course they steal everything. They don't have no original thought.
Nope.
They steal everything. Mainly from us.
Right, exactly, right.
And then go run to the patent office.
And we, what do? We learn from their wickedness. They teach us wickedness. They teach us how to kill, steal, you know what I'm
how
saying?
to not be our brother's keeper.
Exactly, right. Exactly.
Because them white men, at least in America, they'll help each other.
Right.
You got a business, you've seen it.
Right.
These white men have a business, they'll get some raggedy bum white guy, let him come up in there and work. He ain't working as hard as you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But with us, we ain't trying to do nothing for each other. We ain't trying to help. If anything, we want to hurt each other. Crabs in a barrel, crabs in a bucket, pull each other down. I don't want your business to succeed.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
They've been pitting us against each other, just like they did our ancestors.
Right. What is that called? Conquer and what is it?
Divide and
Divide
conquer.
and conquer. There you go. Because somebody was in my inbox, in my comments over at Ghetto Talk, talking about some, they trying to divide and conquer. I'm thinking like, the fuck, they already did. What do you mean? We already divided and conquered. What?
Yeah,
What?
that's facts.
That ain't new. That ain't, something that just happened or is happening or whatnot.
And most of us are content
Right.
in that, content with that division, that separation. That's you, that's them. It ain't
Exactly.
me. Like
Right.
a gentleman that I went to high school with just found out his wife died. So now he a widower with 3 kids. Now mind you, I ain't seen him since high school. I probably messaged with him a few times a few years ago because he's an urban gardener. And I was really trying to get into health and gardening or whatever. I told you about it. And I had messaged him trying to buy local produce. So it's been on my mind and I'm trying to figure out in what way I can support him. His wife just died and he got a daughter and 2 sons. He may need somebody. I was going to ask you, if I could reach out and just see how I could be of help to him, because do I even need to say more? Like, can you imagine? And this is conversations we've had to have periodically. Like, one of us leave this earth, far as the other one that's left with the children, with the everything. And that's just as far as us not being divided and conquered, trying to be there for each other and build up that support system in the communities that we all need. Because he even put a post. I told you, he put a post and said how he need help and he need people to check on him even if he non-compliant. Them was the words he used. He's reaching out. So
That's tough right there,
yeah, you a 40-year-old man and your wife died.
Yeah, I mean, because I couldn't even imagine, phantom it. You know what I'm saying? That's
Your whole world come to a stop.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's
Kids big enough to kind of understand.
Ain't no question about it, man. It was that's deep right there. But
So prayers out to Brother Donald, y'all.
yeah, prayers out to that man. But let's go on and get to this first video. Cause I mean, it's the videos I got. They talking about, you know, current events and everything that's going on, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, oh, what are we gonna do? We got to do something. You know what I'm saying? We off the rip. We got to keep these commandments. We have to. You know. But without further ado, let's get to this video.
We need to start having the hard conversations, the conversations that y'all are scared to have. With your family, with your friends, we need to have these conversations. Now, a lot of y'all is going to skip past the video. You're going to pretend like y'all don't see me. You're going to be like, oh, her lighting's off. She's not saying anything interesting. She's rambling. Let me explain something to you, okay? You're going on the news and you're not seeing the whole picture, all right? I don't know if y'all are scared, but you should be, all right? And they're trying to give you little tidbits in these movies, and y'all are not taking things seriously. And NATO is trying to tell you to go ahead and find some shit to keep you alive for 36 hours in case shit hit the fan, and y'all are not taking it seriously. I need you to understand me when I say y'all need to start taking it seriously. Get the water, spend the money to get the radio, okay? And nothing gotta be expensive. You can get some of this stuff at Dollar Tree. It's time to start doing what needs to be done and reaching out, okay? Because if we don't come together, we done. It's done. We're done. Do you not understand how that works? That means Mother Nature. You don't see all these earthquakes. That means war. You don't see these people letting off these bombs. Don't say I didn't warn you.
All right. Now y'all hear what she said. Now one part, as far as something that she said is that, people scared. But the Most High, he told us to fear not. You know what I'm saying? And then I always think like, why should I fear? Or why should we fear? Because didn't the Most High put us in this situation? He put us in this situation. He put us around these heathen bastards. He put us in America, but so-called America. But we know it's Babylon, right? Y'all see the X marks the spot, right? But yeah, it's just it's kind of like it's unbelievable. Because we've been talking about this for years. And for it to be right in our face, you know what I'm saying? If somebody over there in the Middle East move the wrong way, it's all hell breaking loose. You know what I'm saying? And we really need to prepare ourselves. Because the economy is going to shits. You know what I'm saying? The money is going to shits. Right? I mean, what else?
Violence.
The violence, yeah. This country,
The sicknesses.
yeah, everything. Come,
And
I need you
disease.
to get her. You hear her?
Cut the audio off for a second.
Yo, sorry about that. My kids is on a rampage today. My little daughter, anyway. I'm a zero her out.
It was bubble wrap.
Yeah, I know. Y'all got to excuse us. Y'all know we got these kids or whatnot, and they ain't gonna be on their best behavior all the time.
The bubble wrap was more important. But I think you got a lot of people who fearful, and I think you got a lot of people who ignorant, who willfully ignorant, who wrong. We've had people tell us, well, I don't watch the news, it's too bad. I don't want to know. I don't want to see. Straight ostrich head in the sand.
Head in the sand, head in the damn
Feeling
hole.
like because if you're not informed, maybe it'll be better. It won't happen, which I think is crazy. But y'all know what old girl in the video just said. We have been saying this for years.
Exactly, right. But as far as to what you just said about, people just, if I don't see it or if I don't hear it or whatnot, then ain't nothing gonna happen or whatnot. But in my next video, it's going to these guys going to explain that this is the same thing that happened in Rome before they got took down.
Before Rome got took down?
Yeah. Let's go and get to the video, and then we'll talk about it once. This is a video you had got that
Oh, from a different week.
that I was sleeping on. I was sleeping on this video here, right? So we're gonna go on and get into this video, and then y'all know we'll be back. Let's see.
I remember reading about like the fall of the Roman Empire and the fall of the Greek Empire, and then I was thinking about America.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this thing gonna go away someday?
Right.
Is that possible? Is it possible that this is just one? I mean, we want to think it's fucking permanent, but I bet the people of Rome felt the same way.
Of course they did.
This is how it is. This is how I live every day. This is not going to change.
Right.
And Russians know.
They know.
They know.
Their
know
society's collapsed.
They've been through it.
Our society will go down. Nothing will ever be funnier. America will come apart in one of the funniest ways. All of these people, these grifters, everybody circling the wagons, the Caitlyn Jenners, the Donald Trumps. It'll be funny till you'll die laughing. Literally, you'll die, but you will be laughing. It will be the most absurd and insane thing. It will be out of a fucking dystopian horror movie, and it won't be funnier than America, because we're a crazy country full of crazy people, and everybody's just trying to suck the last few dollars out of this bloated pig corpse of an empire before the end.
Y'all hear what they said, you know.
I ain't mad at that last part. Suck that. Give me what I can get up out of here.
As far as, you know, you getting what you can get up out of here.
They owe.
Yeah, but we got to, you know, a lot of people thinking, I'm going to get what I can get out of here, and I'm a, you know.
Don't say it.
What?
Start a business.
Start a business, you know what I'm saying? You know, think they got some kind of future in America or whatnot, or believe that America is still going to carry on, right? And a lot of our people, you know, they think like that. You know, they're about getting the bag. Like these people who get in the bag right now, they should be preparing themselves. Mm-hmm. You know, and you know, stacking up on some food and water and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time before that stuff come over here. You know what I'm saying? They already got people to, you know, start this stuff off.
A lot of people just don't think it's gonna happen, and I find it crazy because when you look at old movies and different things like that, you know, history tells you that these things are gonna happen. And let's just say you don't believe biblically, you don't believe that America will fall, okay? Because it's gonna be non-believers. But common sense would tell you there's going to be emergencies. Things are going to happen. There's blackouts. There's power outages. Somebody just put a brew that I'm friends with. Mother lives in Canada. I told you about this.
Right.
What you got?
No, well, Lindsay said that ain't no Mother Nature. That's the Most High. Right. Facts, man.
And they have a power outage in Toronto, and she even put the pictures of it. She was on FaceTime with her mother, and the power went out, and she was like, you could hear people screaming and stuff. And she took a shot of it and posted it on Facebook, and I'm like, why? I don't understand. Like the lady said, you can go to the Dollar Tree, the dollar store, and get some things. You can start there. You know what I'm saying? Then work your way up to more expensive items. But you can go to the Dollar Tree and get water, rice, beans, flashlights, batteries, all of that kind of stuff. I just don't understand how people feel like how some people like they in their house and they on their last roll of toilet paper. Why would you even play with that like that? Like people in their house like, oh, we ain't got, I have nothing. And I literally got to go to the store like we have nothing. I'm like, no, it's time out for all of that. You better have some extra. The bigger the household, the more you got to have. For y'all who lone wolfing it, it's a little easier for y'all in the sense of you don't have to worry about children and boredom and their safety and things like that and their comfort. All you got to worry about is you.
Right, exactly.
But for people like us, who when somebody kick over the Wi-Fi box and the internet go out for 3-4 minutes, and people, oh, the Wi-Fi is out. Don't get up and do something. What are you gonna do?
Right.
I just told him last night, like, I guess I better stock up on some more word search puzzles.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I be telling my kids, look, one day it's gonna go out for good. Shut up, quit complaining. 'Cause you still living. Just because the internet went out, oh my God, there's no Wi-Fi.
And with that being said, we're going to look at this video here about China, about the FBI warning about China and the cyber attacks or whatnot. So
They keep warning us, y'all. It's so much coming, and it's only so much anybody can cover.
Exactly right. It's you're right. It's as much stuff that's going on right now. We can't cover it all.
Nobody can cover it all.
Exactly right.
It's too much. That's why we got to be vigilant, and everybody got to be paying attention, and we got to build these communities and share it. Just like the brew last night shared that wasn't no power in Toronto.
Right.
We gotta pass this information amongst each other.
That was a good. That's something important right there.
And make sure that we are stocking up with any extra money that we have.
Right.
Any extra things you may have, you need to stock up, because you don't know what's going to come, even if it ain't the big one, even if it's just a couple days with no power.
Right.
We've had to go without power here in Michigan with our little kids.
Yep.
Cold.
Yeah.
We cold. We don't know when the power coming back on.
Exactly right. So we're gonna get into this video here about this FBI director talking about China and the cyber attacks and whatnot. So without further ado, we'll be back.
Okay, I need y'all to pay attention to this right here. I need y'all to hear this information from the enemy, because when the enemy tell you guys what is about to happen, you guys gonna believe it. So now, I got a clip that what I'm about to show you guys, and pay attention to it and do what you gotta do with it.
FBI Director Christopher Wray sounding the alarm over China. Let's listen.
Threaten American safety and prosperity. Before I go on, I do want to make very clear that my comments today are not about the Chinese people, and certainly not about Chinese Americans who contribute much to our country and are frankly often the victims of Chinese Communist Party aggression themselves. Rather, when I talk about the threat posed by China, I mean the government of China, in particular led by the CCP. The CCP's dangerous actions, China's multi-pronged assault on our national and economic security, make it the defining threat of our generation. Now, when I described the CCP as a threat to American safety a moment ago, I meant that quite literally. There has been far too little public focus on the fact that PRC hackers are targeting our critical infrastructure, our water treatment plants, our electrical grid, our oil and natural gas pipelines, our transportation systems, and the risk that poses to every American requires our attention now. China's hackers are positioning on American infrastructure in preparation to wreak havoc and cause real-world harm to American citizens.
So yeah, as you guys see, so now, if it was one of us on the social media telling you guys to be ready for what to come, now y'all think that we just here to talk. Now, if they can come out and say that shit right now, be ready in couple hours, couple days. Now I'm wrong. Now other people that are telling you guys what the fuck going on, they're wrong. But now the enemy is telling you to be ready. I want to know what you guys going to do for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's on you to do what you got to do, because this is about to hit the fan for real. Because when that shit hit the fan, you're going to see some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. Peace.
Okay, y'all hear that, right?
Let those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, let them hear what thus saith the Lord.
Right.
Because since when do the FBI try to warn anybody? I look at it like this. By the time they warn us or tell us what's popping off, you know how much intel that they done got on this? For how long of a period they've been knowing this information? Think about it. They don't care about us like that. So they don't really be trying to put us up on game.
Right.
I
Exactly.
feel like they've been had this information and it's at a point. You know how they like after some time they'll release classified documents. Like, okay, it's been long enough. We gonna get off of it. Now we'll tell the general public.
Right. And you know that'd be too late.
Exactly.
That'd be
Exactly.
too
And
late.
we're not fear mongering, ladies and gentlemen. We just want our people to be vigilant, aware, and prepare.
Exactly.
Do the
right.
best you can do.
And keep them commandments, because that's preparing too.
That's
you know,
the
keeping
number
them
one.
commandments.
Yeah.
Exactly right. But I had got another. I forgot about another video.
Another threat.
Well, another topic. Yeah, another.
It's
threat or
like so
whatnot.
many threats. People, this country saying they gonna do this. This country saying that. It's like we in a place with our enemies, and our enemies have so many other enemies that's threatening them and threatening to do stuff to them. You know, and again, this is not for us to fear. This is for us to cling to the Most High, like
Exactly.
never before.
Right. Put our faith in the Most High. Because He told us to fear not.
Right.
He told His people not to fear, not nobody else. Not the other nations or whatnot.
And He also told us not to trust the enemy.
Exactly right. But this video right here, I was watching. Yeah, I came across it about 2 days ago or something like that. You know, this for all you
Oh,
people that believe that they got satellites all in outer space and all that stuff. This one for y'all. But let's go and get
the
to the
infrastructure is being threatened for sure.
It is. Yeah. It is. Everything, you know what I'm saying, is being threatened. The money, the economy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of things is being threatened. But let's get to this threat right here.
Houthis have threatened to cut the Red Sea underground fiber optic cable if the US and UK launch another attack on Yemeni airports. This is a huge threat, as this cable is the lifeblood of communication pathways connecting Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. The severance of these cables poses a serious threat to geopolitical stability, global financial markets, and cybersecurity. More than 99% of the world's international internet traffic and more than 80% of international telephone communication traffic passes through submarine fiber optic cables.
Okay, that's what they was. Fiber octave cables or whatnot. And you see, I've shared this on Facebook plenty of times as far as, these optical cords. Y'all gotta excuse me, I'm butchering in there. But these cords or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? 99% of communication, internet, all that stuff is connected to these cables. Right? You can forget about the stuff, in outer space and all these goddamn satellites they talking about. Come on, man. We got to, get out of that thinking and whatnot, and we got to look at the government for who the government is. The goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of.
Amen.
Right?
You know they the devil.
Right, exactly.
And if you believe they got your best interest at heart, Lord help you.
You ain't lying. For real. For real. I wouldn't trust these people. I'm telling you, with a snake. For real.
I remember when I first found out that the cables were in the ocean. It was kind of difficult for me to believe. Like, what? They down there? Like, this is Esau.
And I'm trying to tell you, though,
And
it's
the
like,
other heathens. But
it's
they the ringleaders.
it's like, how can you, like, it's people is exposing, the moon landing, outer space, all that
the
stuff.
lies.
Yeah, they exposing all the lies and whatnot.
The lies throughout history are being undone, unraveled.
Right.
And the Most High is letting the nations gather, just like He said that they was gonna come together and hate the whore. They're gathering together against her. They don't feel like Babylon, America, is as strong as she used to be. Look at their quote unquote leader that they got out front. Now I know they have leadership that's behind the scenes, but they leadership that they got in front, Joe Biden, when we looked at the clip, or I might have looked at it without you, with him talking about the repercussions for Iran attacking that military base and killing them 3 brews. And he basically was like, "We don't want no war. We don't want to go all like they was like specifically, are you holding Iran responsible?" And Biden was like, "We're holding." How did he put it? We're holding them responsible for helping the people get the weapons. Like he didn't want to say what the American people were looking for. Like Trump would have flat out been like, "Oh, we're gonna get them. Don't even worry." Trump would have been flat out called them out, so to speak, and how Biden pussyfooted around it. That's the point I'm trying to make. And that shows a signal, a sign to the nations this is their time. You watch them different UN meetings. You watch I can't think of which meeting it was, but you saw it, where the other nations' leaders be talking about the wickedness America has done. You remember, I think Ahmadinejad in that one was talking about us being the children of the slaves, like how America is hypocrites because they talk stuff about how other nations govern. But they like, but what about the atrocities y'all got right in y'all own backyard that y'all ain't even addressed? So the scripture is coming to me. Lift up the skirt, uncover the thigh.
Uncover the thigh. That's right.
All that's
exactly.
coming. Like that's where we are, and we don't know how we may be affected. It's very nice to go to your sink and turn that nozzle and that water come out, but these wicked people have judgment coming to them, so we may be inconvenienced. We may be uncomfortable.
They got a cup to drink. They got a fury cup to drink.
And we don't know how it's going to affect us.
Right.
Hence, you need to prepare a little bit.
Exactly.
Because you just don't know what's going to... If the water can go out on a random day, what could happen under an attack?
Right, exactly. And the thing you said about as far as America holding Iran accountable for supplying the weapons or whatever. What about America supplying Ukraine? With Russia,
Israel.
With Israel too. You know what I'm saying? They starting these proxy wars and giving these people weapons to fight a proxy war or whatnot. And it's like,
calling them rebels and playing both sides of the fence.
Right. And the whole world is watching. And it's gonna come, to fruition when the whole world gonna be like, oh, the hell no, America is goddamn Satan for real.
The bad guy, yeah.
Right. So, go ahead.
They're being exposed, and even on a lower level, how America funds its judicial system, is law enforcement, is politicians against us.
Right. Exactly.
You'll have a city where they pull people over left and right and make up false claims to give you a ticket.
Man, I still remember to this day. It probably was about, I want to say about 12 years ago. I had my seatbelt on and everything, but they had this little trap. You know how they had these little traps, and I'm looking like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the speed limit and everything. Dude pulled me over, and I'm like, man, what you pull me over for? Oh, no seatbelt. And he already had the ticket rolled and everything. And I'm like, hold on, man. Man, you don't see my seatbelt, dude? And I just had to eat that. $75. Goddamn.
Because they have a quota. Police officers have a quota. Spoken from the mouth of a cop. They have a quota. They have to write so many tickets. I don't know if it's a weekly, monthly thing, but they have a quota. But I'm just saying how America supply other countries with weapons or with money to do what they want done. They do the same thing over here. They supply their politicians, their law enforcement to do things to us, to affect our people.
Right.
to keep us down.
Exactly.
To make it harder for us over here. The goddamn slave catchers following you around.
Right. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, man, you in the spirit, man, because I got scriptures pertaining to this same scriptures, you know, that I got on hold right here that I was going to bring out. But I want to bring out this scripture that, because I can go right to where I was at. And I'm at 25. And I was going to start at 25 and 15, 15 and 16. But we're going to go and read your scripture as far as Jeremiah 25 and 28. And it reads, and it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, ye shall certainly drink it. So they ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying as far as drinking this cup. And while you reading your scripture, I'm gonna go on to read mine as far as what I had. And I'm gonna go back to, what is it? This is Jeremiah 51. I was gonna start at Jeremiah 51 and 7. And it reads, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad, right? So, going back to Jeremiah 25 and 15. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. So the Most High, America got a cup to drink. Ain't no way, you know what I'm saying, she gonna get away from, you know, the wrath of the Most High. Just like we couldn't get away with it. We had to drink that cup.
Man, oh man.
We had to drink it. But what did he say? I don't got the scripture right now, but he told us we ain't gonna have to drink that cup no more ever again.
He gonna send his son to come free us.
Exactly right. So, you know, you in the spirit, man. That's a powerful scripture right there. That's basically what I was getting at. But I want to go to this video right here, and this one kind of it's funny, but it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Because I like, you know, I resonate with this guy right here. You know, he's serious as hell. But without further ado, let's go on and get to this video, my man. He ain't having it. He is not having it.
For a job, and they sent me to the state employment agency. You know what they told me? Well, I see you have a minor infraction here for public intoxication while driving a motor vehicle. So I said, what that mean? I did 3 tours over there, 2 voluntary tours. You didn't say nothing about that little infraction when I was over there fighting and killing people. The majority of my friends from Brownsville, Harlem, and Memphis died. Some of them don't have no motherfucking waist from down to up. Some of them can't see. Some of them are just shell shocked. You dig it? I was lucky. I got a Chinese-made rifle bullet in my motherfucking foot. It make me feel like I want to kill every motherfucker who made me go over there. Every motherfucker who said I had to go. That goes from the motherfucker who put the stamp on the letter, who sent me the token, to the motherfucking bus that took me to Fort Dix. Every single one of them motherfuckers. That's how it make me feel.
Hey, my man.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Goddamn. Man.
Tell us how you really feel.
That's what I'm saying. He said he want to get the people who put the goddamn stamp on the letter. That's what I'm saying, man. It's funny, but it's not funny though. You know what I'm saying? I'll just, you know, I guess when people on some stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of funny, but it's not funny though.
He was being raw.
He was being raw.
That's why it was funny too.
Right.
But when you think about the concept or what he's saying, it just goes to show. Like, basically, he's saying what Muhammad Ali was saying.
Right.
Why I'm going over there fighting, killing them people? They ain't did nothing to me.
Right.
I'm having trouble right here. Y'all the ones
Exactly
oppressing me, not them over there. And he regretted. My brother regret going to the military
Man.
for the most part, and he wasn't even there during the wartime in active duty or whatever. Had to fire his weapon, however you call it. But it ain't what people think it is. He probably got drafted because he kept. Well, no, he said 2 voluntary tours.
Yeah.
And then 1 involuntary. So
Yeah.
a lot of our people look at that as a career, money, because they pay you and they pay for you to go to school.
Yeah.
You can get your degree for free.
But they fail to realize that war can break out anytime. And then you gotta go.
And then the females over there getting raped. I don't know if you remember that one girl. They raped her and they killed her.
They killed
and they
her,
tried
yeah,
to cover
right,
it up. Her
right.
father was all on social media. They did so much stuff to that girl and tried to cover it up.
Man, I got a cousin, Ralph, his son, got killed in the army. They didn't go to war or nothing like that. They was on wherever they were stationed at. Somebody shot him in the goddamn head.
I'm telling you, it's racist white folks in the military.
And there wasn't no enemies or nothing like that.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes I don't watch enough of these movies and stuff to know that you go over there to the service, and just because y'all in the service together don't take away that 20 years of upbringing, that 25 years of mentality that they have. A lot of these people come from these towns. It's racist. They're racist, and they cover up for them. Just like the police, a chief will cover up for an officer or a lieutenant. The higher ups will cover up for the military personnel depending on who you wrong. We all know this. The laws is for certain people. Everybody not held to the highest extent of the law.
They sure weren't. Okay, he got the name of Avina Johnston. He said he think. So, yeah.
That was a tragic story because they basically took advantage. My son is in the room, so I'm gonna be vague. But they took advantage of that lady and then they unalived her. Multiple soldiers and contractors, because you also got contractors over there too.
Yeah.
They ain't military, but they contractors. They don't care. They hot between their legs. They ain't got no woman. They can't go probably get to none of the local women. So the next best thing is they fellow
soldiers.
Yeah. It's wicked as hell. This country, this nation is established on wickedness. So every division of it is gonna be wicked. The military wicked. They mamas and daddies wicked. They school system wicked. They penitentiary wicked.
Yep.
They transportation service wicked. Everything about them is wicked. They healthcare wicked.
Yep. It sure is. But
ain't nothing righteous here but the children of Israel.
Exactly right.
And all our righteousness filthy rags. So what do that say?
Right. Facts. Bring it out, baby.
I'm sorry, rant over.
Oh no, it's good. It's good. But I'm trying to see. I think I got another one. I mean, we all know what's going on. We know that. They're preparing to go to war. Plus, you got this upcoming election or whatnot.
Without even flat out telling people, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, good. You good.
Like somebody was saying, the war lightweight already started. Or you can say it has started. I'm gonna throw lightweight out there. Because they haven't verbally said it. But come on. You crazy what's the one name we all know to look for? Iran. Once they said Iran has something to do with that last one, okay, as my baby say, it's ramping up.
It's ramping up. Hey, but I've been talking about this. We've been talking about this here at the old channel. If y'all can go back and look at the videos or whatnot, I've been talking about Iran. It's a video that I got, the Most High stirring up the Medes. Stirring up Iran. That's how they ain't forgot about Salam Ali. Right? That general, they ain't forgot about that other the scientists or whatnot that they killed.
They ain't forgot about them sanctions.
Them sanctions, they ain't forgot about a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm
But
saying?
they patient.
And that's what it is. They being patient. They being real patient. So when they hit them, just like Russia too. So when they hit them, they gonna hit them hard. They gonna hit them hard. Ain't gonna be no, oh, let's lighten up the the missile threats. No, they send all the missiles. Send them all over there. You know what I'm saying? America's not gonna be inhabitable.
No.
Thus saith the Most High. It ain't about what I say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, we've been trying to tell our family, anybody who we run into or who we, encounter or whatnot, we try to tell them. You know what I'm saying? Like, America done. Y'all can forget about it. Y'all can stick a fork in it.
But they don't believe it because they've never seen it. It's almost like you speaking sacrilege. Like you saying an abomination.
Right.
When you say America is going to be destroyed. They can't fathom it at all because they see this place as a superpower. And we have been taught that most other places in the world are beneath America.
Mm-hmm.
They show you the worst of the worst of some countries. And we seen some gutter stuff in Africa, but we also seen some nice, beautiful stuff.
Exactly.
So a lot of our people can't fathom leaving here because they like, oh, we going to be in the jungle in our drawers running with the lions. Like, where did you get that from?
Right. Shalom, brother Healy.
Shalom.
Shalom, man.
But the perception that we have of other places, our homeland, is so distorted because the enemy has given us the perception of what to think of Africa.
Right. Exactly. You grab that for me. Well, yeah, man, it's getting crucial. Like the Brews say, we in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? The 2-minute warning. It's going down. They didn't brought out the damn what is that clock, baby?
Doomsday.
Yeah, the doomsday clock. It was at 100 seconds. Now they got it at 90 seconds or something like that. Like, these people, man, they know what the hell is going on, man. And they like to keep us in the dark as far as, I'm going to say as far as mainstream media or whatnot. Because you can go, you can go on TikTok, on Facebook, YouTube, and you can see all this stuff as far as what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't hide from this.
Unless you choose.
Unless you choose to.
Because they gonna give you what you normally look at on your feed. So if you're just looking at goofy stuff, that's what they're gonna give you.
Right, exactly.
If you're looking at more thought-provoking stuff, then that's what your feed is gonna show you. As far as the people who try to duck and avoid these things that's going on in the earth.
Right.
But the primary takeaway, we are being warned from several different entities, your favorite word, that we need to prepare for bad things that may possibly happen to Babylon.
Right. Lenzel, I seen that. He said, did y'all see where Georgia passed an anti-Semitism bill? I seen that, yeah.
Yeah, and it was something real vague, like the perceived anti-Semitism, or like it didn't even really have to be clearly blatant or evidence. I can't think of the word that they used, but it was basically like the mere thought of it, almost like you didn't have to have no solid proof or a receipt, but any type of anti-Semitism, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of like, how is that going to apply? You know what I'm saying? As far as, because you got these Palestinian protesters, you know what I'm saying? They protesting and,
I think that's for us. I think that may even be for Bruce, who out there passing out flyers, because I seen a clip about this from IUIC, and they was talking about it, and they had a little video clip, like a little local news story, and they were talking about the anti-Semitism, and what could they do about it? Because they was passing out flyers, and I think that reminds me of that. Because like you said, unless you on social media with it.
Okay, I remember this too, Linzel. Good looking out, man. You on point too, man.
Oh, okay.
It said if you say they own stuff.
Okay.
I remember it saying that because I just took like a glance of it, or you know, it was just like something short. Well, I couldn't remember it, but you brought it to our memory, and I remember that too though. If you say they own stuff, like what kind of crap is that?
Because they being exposed and they want to still be underground, them goddamn sewer rats.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They want to still operate low key, but they're being exposed.
Right.
For being the synagogue of Satan that they are.
Right. Exactly.
So they want us to keep their name out our mouth. Mm-hmm. Quit telling the world we own the record companies and the TV stations.
Yeah,
even though it's true.
Quit telling the world we the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Quit telling the world that we stuck on the little baby rods when we circumcised.
Right, exactly. So as far as them doing that in Georgia, you know it's gonna go to the other states and cities or whatnot.
But they need to be focusing on their enemies abroad. While they're
They're
trying to regulate speech over here. I thought this was a free speech country.
Right.
They need to be worried about the infrastructure.
Exactly.
And people coming through their borders and stuff.
Right.
Because y'all know it's been going down. I know you probably covered it last week on Texas.
On Texas, yeah. But I mean, as far as them, they got to worry about us though. They got to worry about us because in what is that? Exodus 1 and 10. Bruce was talking about it last night. But Exodus 1 and 10. If I can remember that. Exodus 1 and 10. Come on. Let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also our enemies and fight against us, and so get them out of the land. And notice that it didn't say our enemies, it say they enemies. Right?
I never thought about it in modern times. I only thought about it back in the day, but that makes sense.
Yeah, because
who wouldn't want to?
You think you know what I'm saying? You would be a fool if you be like, Iran our enemies, and you were Israelite or whatnot, and you a brew. You talking about them our enemies and all that. You a goddamn fool.
And they be saying that.
Yeah.
They be like, our country, our this. They be like, what? Our military, like, nah. You just in the middle, innocent bystander.
Right, exactly. Right. You ain't got no strength, no missiles, none of that, no tanks, no, you ain't got none of that stuff. So what business do you have?
We sheep.
Right. Cause they not finna give me no tank or no jet or nothing like that. Cause
they know what you're gonna do.
It'll be a couple of states missing around this place. I'm telling you, hey, look, I wouldn't even hold them up, right? But we gonna go on to get out of here. I'm telling y'all, I feel real different, better, than my better half here with me. You know what I'm saying? To, help me with this live, because I'll be on some struggle stream stuff around here.
Really, nigga?
She got me. Don't you stop, girl. Well, we don't want to go there. We don't want to start pushing buttons now, right? Hey, but look,
I'm happy to be back with you, baby. I missed y'all last week. I was telling him, I'm like, I'm going to apologize to the viewers if that's okay with you, because it just wasn't right.
Right. But we appreciate, we appreciate Linzel. Appreciate you, Brother Huey or whatnot. Anybody else who's looking and but didn't, comment in the chat. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all support or whatnot. We do this for y'all. Y'all know we don't get that many views or, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got that many subscribers or whatnot. But, we want to inform our people. We still there's still people out there to wake up. Brother Linzel, he be sharing the chat, after we done with it, the Facebook or whatnot. So, we still need to wake our people up,
That's right.
and get them to, to keep these commandments or whatnot.
Right. This is our form of fellowship. We don't really.
Exactly.
He got a family member that's a brew.
Right.
I don't have any. So it's our form of fellowship to talk with like-minded people. Because, you try to talk to your friends and family about this kind of stuff. They don't want to hear it. They like, you bringing the mood. You killing the vibe. Like, they don't want to talk
talking too much about the Bible. You
doom and gloom.
Hey, that's yep. But we're going to go and get up out of here. We hope, y'all have a good, y'all had a blessed Sabbath. And we're going to do this again next week, same time, same channel, Most High willing. And that being said, Shalom.
Shalom, Zion.
We'll be next week.
Keep the commandments.
Keep the commandments.